Good morning, Salvage. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? So it looks like we already kind of tested that 6088. So we'll just kind of have to see what happens if we're going to retest that or not. Uh, 6106 is going to be your highest for the ES here. Um, all right, you got your highs back up at the 710, so about a 70 point to the upside. Look at about what, 590 for your lows for overnight. It looks like we filled in the gap already from the weekly open gap. Not really sure if we opened for one. I really can't tell. Doesn't look like we did. All right. Let me find my hour chart real quick. So we do have that big gap, big fair value gap down to the downside, down at the 540s. That I think if we get below the 90s, that we will more likely fill in this gap here. It looks like we have another big gap here on the hour chart. We've got about 5 more minutes. And this is kind of what I'm looking for the ES this morning. I'm looking if we kind of pull back and retest that 88, maybe a failed breakout before the 88, then we can just start looking for longs. But if we fail the 88, then retest the 88, can't get a hold of it, then we will stay bearish for the day. We got about 5 more minutes. Salvage, did you have a good weekend? All right, so this is kind of where our funded accounts are going to be starting out this week. One is starting out 26,122. So we still need about what, $480 to get that $500 payout on this one. This one's a fairly new account. I haven't really done much with this one, and this one's a fairly new one. I haven't traded much on that one. We had been focusing on this one for a good long while. Then evals, pretty much the same evals from last week. Except for this one. This is one of the ones we bought on a 90% day with Apex. It's Monday. We're going to be patient. All right. So I've also started last week trying to keep a track of my funded account trades. So last week we only took 3 trades on our fundeds, and 2 were a no trade day. And that's for funded accounts. And these moves were all kind of paying out 10 to 20 points per move. And there was some that was more if you're able to hold on. But I think today we're going to stick strictly to 10 points. So we're either going to take a 10-point loss or a 10-point winner. We're still going to stick to that. Oh. So we're definitely going to stay away from, I think, the opening, because all of our EMAs are stacked on top of one another. So we just kind of have to wait and just see when we get some kind of separation here. And you can see once all of our EMAs get kind of stacked, look at this big, huge consolidation box. So we could just be kind of priming for a big move this morning. Hopefully it's not a range day, because I'm not a big fan trading range day. Good morning, Andy. Did you have a good weekend, Andy? I finally got back in Oracle's Discord. Whoever's over his Discord, I guess, blocked a bunch of people, and I was one of those people, Andy. I'm glad he fixed it, though, so I was able to get back in it. Oh, you're on vacation now? Nice. All right, guys. Here we go. Let's see if we get a big move down. I mean, right now, look at this huge range that we're in. We're in a, 25-point range. Well, looks like the moving down was the move. Like I said, I think if we get below 90, we're definitely, I feel like we're going down to 530. Ah, dang it. I don't know, but I always forget about my freaking Quan Tower here. So there's that 90 bounce. That's right at the top of the big fair value gap on the 1 hour chart here that we kind of pointed out. That's why I feel like if we get below this 90 here, that we'll possibly fill in this gap today. So, but man, it was huge rejection off of that 90. Whoa. Oh. hopefully, if you took that breakout, you took profit at 90. So this is why we pointed out 90. Woo. That was a nasty bounce. That was a 40 points bounce off of 90. Holy goodness. Insane move that was there, guys. Insane. All right. All right. I don't know if we'll be able to play this 5-minute gap the way we want to hold, like we would like to, because look, 82 to 44. So you're already looking at a 60-point stop loss for your 5 minutes. So we'll have definitely a kind of a minute to see. We'll have to see what it looks like, because that's more than I really want to risk in one trade is 60 points. I like it between 40 and 50 if we can help it. All right, there comes the 90. Let's see if we're going to sell down from the 90 here. So now we got our big moves out of the way. Hopefully we can be patient and wait on a nice little bear flag setup to try to find an entry here. Oh, shoot. All right, we're already at the 5 minutes. Holy crap. Where'd you go on vacation to, Andy? It's a pretty wild looking first 5 minute candle here. We're going to get the nice little setup today. I'm still not going to take this, even if it has a big sell off. I don't like the fact that all of our EMAs are still smashed together. So we're going to still stay away from that. Plus, I'm not a big fan about taking trades into the whole numbers. So just be careful of that if you're taking numbers in these whole numbers here. It's super early, guys. We've only been in the open for 10 minutes. So I'm just going to be patient and wait. Ooh, look at that bounce right off the whole number. See, that's why I'm never a fan of taking trades around whole numbers. It just always takes too much to get through. It seems like between that 90 and that whole number, it's just too much of a battle. All right. So far, no trade for me yet. We're still just kind of waiting on this 5-minute breakout over here, too. Let me look at where the ES is at. This is similar like it was last week. You know, we were stuck between that 93 and 88, and we had a lot of chop last week, one day last week. I mean, it's pretty much the same type setup. You almost have to just wait till we get away from the 93, because I tried to take some trades around 93 last week, and man, they were just losers every time. So we're already about to hit the 15-minute range, and we're stuck within the 5-minute candle. I mean, you'd think the ES would, I mean, the NASDAQ would start pushing down because the ES is looking weak at the moment. Did anybody take any trades this morning? Or is everybody still just being patient, waiting? Oh, goodness. Oh. All right. I mean, we got the highs up there at the 720s. So. Oh, goodness. All right, so we're about to hit the 15 minutes. So right now, the 15-minute candle is pretty much in the same range with your 5-minute candle. Excuse me. Who's going to win, the ES or the NASDAQ? We got the NASDAQ pushing higher, but the ES pushing lower. So, and anybody that follows me knows that I'm not a big fan of when the ES and NASDAQ are going in two different directions. ES is making a nice little push. We got the highs all the way up to 15, 720. So, I mean, we got a good 90 points to the upside for a target. So I think on this 5-minute play, if still. So we could have a 5-minute breakout and the 15-minute breakout all at the same time. Guys, you know we're gonna have to have a pullback to our freaking EMAs. They're all just smashed. Right now you have the 200, the 9, the 50, 100 all in the within like 5 points of each other. So maybe we can get a little move up, then have a pullback, and that hopefully would make us a nice little bull flag. Move this 1 hour chart up here. See if we're going to squeeze the 5 minutes here. I like to see us, if we do make a quick squeeze, maybe a squeeze up there to the, what do you call it, that pivot there. Then have your nice little bull flag set up here. Hopefully this is the first pullback. Then you'll get a second one. Like this will be the 9 EMA. Then hopefully get a second one back to the 20. Usually that one's a little bit stronger. You get a bigger move out of that. You get a bigger, move out of that 21 EMA pullback and not necessarily the. All right. Just broke out of the 15-minute range here. So maybe we can start forming that flag and looking for an entry finally. Finally getting some nice separation. This is kind of what you like to see, where it starts separating from each other. Golly, man, this. No, probably not. We're going to wait for the. Well, I don't know. Let's. Man, what is. Oh, man, my freaking mouse is. Well, I don't know. We are hitting the 21. Damn. Damn VWAP. We're stuck there at the VWAP too. Damn it, VWAP probably got us stuck. Damn it. Yep. I knew I should have waited. Dang it. I told myself I wasn't going to take it, and I took it anyway. Let's see. All right, moving forward. I will not take trades into the VWAP. I got burned doing that crap. Let's see. Look at there. Make sure we get above the VWAP here. All right, if we get stopped out this time, we'll probably have to switch over to our Bewley accounts. Should have waited for that second move almost. That's kind of where, what did I say? For some reason, that first move, it's always the second candle back into the 20. I don't know what it is about that sometimes, but that's how it pans out a lot of times. And there's something I tried to do last weekend, which I didn't do this morning, is try to get in on the touch of the 20 and not above it. All right. Holy crap. I'm going to take back-to-back ones here. Holy crap. All right. So that was a minus 10 today for the fundeds. Man. All right, so we're going to be red today on our funded accounts. All right, charts will freeze up for a minute. We're going to switch over to Bulanox and trade those. And so I don't be tempted to take any more trades on those accounts because I don't want to dig them in a deeper hole. Yeah, we could use a big old sell off. Like I said, I hate when we're at all time highs like this. I'm actually one mistake I should have made is I don't know why I'm trading against the ES because a lot of times if your ES and Nasdaq are in two different directions, you get a lot of this back and forth. And I don't know why attempting to trade against the ES, but we did. What's up, John? Any trades this morning, John? You already done? Nice. Drive around and listen to trading all day? Yeah, I had two losing trades, John. I kind of got faked out on this move up earlier around the VWAP, and I kind of went against my own rules when trading, and it cost me. That was on my Apex funded account, so we're down $100 on my Apex funded this morning. So we're just trying to do one trade and done. Either we get a winner or we don't get a winner. We don't want to get FOMO and retrade those and try to get that back. So we're just going to be red on that today. So we switched over to our Bewley accounts. So far, guys, this has been a tough month of trading. Like last weekend, even last week, we only probably had like two good trading days, maybe three, but man, some of these days have been just flat out tough to trade. Very low volume. Ponzi, are you close to like a retirement age, or did you say you are at retirement age? I can't remember. Yeah, the all time times suck. It did last time. I remember the last time we hit the all time highs a while back, and the market was just horrible. Whatever that is. Well, I think was it partial is 62, 63, then full is what, probably 65, 66. I think depending on what year you're born. I don't remember the ages. I think my age is 67, or maybe that's for everybody. I'm not sure the exact. Chop it and chop, chop, chop. You need to pay you back soon for all your years of a contribution. Whew. I'm pretty much done raising small kids there, John. At least, I have no intentions to have any more young kids. My oldest is 18. Whew. Oldest is. All right, so moving forward for the rest of the week, we will not take any more trades around this 93 level. That 93 has not worked out for me no matter which way I try to trade that, either moving up or down. I think we took two losses at this level last week trying to trade. Is this a 50K? So you want to be selling maps to the billionaire bunkers. I don't know where any of those at, so I guess I would probably buy a map because I have no idea. I have heard of the. Did I set a profit for number 3? You have to. Oh no! Oh no! No, I didn't. I'm sorry. No, I'm upping my leverage because these are 50K accounts over here on Bulanox. So we're gonna be trading basically 10 micros instead of 5. If you set, yeah, it just won't have a target unless you manually put it on there, brother, or just close the trade. So, like on my last two runner candles, I have no take profit set on those. I'll set those myself based on where I think the market could go. The only way I would buy into a short here is that we'll have to get through the 88s. If we get through the 88s and find support below the 88s, then I'll probably start looking for shorts. But until we break that 88, I'm going to probably just stay away from this. Either that or we do a, if we can lose 88, reclaim 88, then we can look for longs. But that's Adam Manzini's kind of like bull bear line there at 88s. Which so far this has been, unless you were good at catching these crazy candles over here. I mean, this is really the only thing we've had. But I don't usually do very well with just straight huge boner candles up and down. It definitely looks like we're setting up for shorts because the ES is the Nasdaq is getting on the ES's page as far as looking like a short. But I'm not going to even try to chase the Nasdaq down unless the ES finds support below the 88s. I want to say even between 90 and 88. I thought I put that back up here somewhere in the charts. No, I didn't even put that in there. I guess maybe I saw that in the newsletter. Should have been a little bit more patient today. Right now, today should have been a no trade day. We're going to blame that one on Methodical Man. Methodical Man gave me FOMO. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, you were looking at the ES here? Yeah. Oh, you blame him yours for yours too, Crystal? Oh, goodness. When are you thinking about doing your first live, Crystal? Or are you just going to trade offline for a while? Man. Remember, if you take losses, try to keep your losses small today. Okay, you're gonna be streaming soon. If I could wake up at 1:30 in the morning, I would do London, but I can't wake up 1:30 in the morning. I struggle at getting up that early in the morning. Not only getting up that early in the morning, but to come here and stare at charts and just kind of talk about charts is tough at 1:30 in the morning. All right. Here comes that 88. The notorious 88, guys. That's been in Adam Mazzini's newsletter for weeks right now. If we lose that 88, we could get a really nice push down, like really hard. Like, what is it? Where's that hour chart at? If you look at the 1 hour chart over here, if we get below the 90s, I would think that we'd want to fill in this huge fair value gap all the way down to the 530s. Okay, we're getting a lot of. We're hoping this for the bulls that we need to be a failed breakout here. So you had the push below 88, then reclaim the 88. So let's see if we can reclaim it. Whew. My goodness. Did a complete opposite. So we didn't really lose 88. Then we just went boner strip straight up off the 88. Ooh, is this thing running some traps or what? Running the traps on folks. Oh, goodness. All right. There we go. Come on. So next target down, if we lose that 88, it's going to be your 81. Little indecisive candle there at 88s. Man, is this reclaiming the 88s? Oh, man. Whew. Goodness. Really no decision at the moment. We just got to be patient and wait. So, like, if you drew the trend line and try to get this breakout, the only thing that worried me if we sell through the 88, I'm hoping we get that big candle down. All right. Has anybody been trapped in any trades this morning? Maybe now we can finally get us a little bear flag set up here or something before we can maybe shoot for those lows at the 90s. I think if we get through those 90s, we should have a big move down. We got what? Not quite equal lows, but we've hit those 90s a few times down there. We're getting below the 88, so we're finally starting to sell down some. You got your almost your IBH set up here also. So I mean, this was a bear flag set up here, but like I said, we were just around that 88. So, and I didn't want to get another L. Oh, might not even get the pullback here, guys. Might get the sell off already. I think if you looked at the hour chart, if I can find a trade, I'll be probably looking for the 530s as my target. Hopefully we can get some kind of pullback here. We still got about 3 minutes before your IBL is set. Probably won't do the pivot one. You know, sometimes I do like the pivots here. Ooh. Man. Here comes the 30. It's like the 30's gonna get there before we get any kind of pullback. Mm. 33s should be 33s, 30s would probably be my next target if I was in this trade for my runner. Man, not even a. We got the IBHL at 445s. But wouldn't mind seeing a pullback, at least back into this pivot. Oh, you jumped in long on the pullback? There's the pivot hit. You're trailing. Nice. Nice on the pullback there. Want to see us pull back up to retest the 88s. There's your 9 EMA test. I don't want to jump in too early and that crap just reverses on me. All right. Ah, dang it. I thought I. The only thing that scares me about this one is we're at that freaking 81. Yeah, damn it. Dude, this is like twice in a row I've been stopped around the freaking whatchamacallit, around these support levels on the ES here. I thought I had 10 contracts when I entered this, but for some reason, I guess I didn't verify it. We were stuck on the 5. I guess I saved it, didn't I? I'll check it after this trade's over. So cannot get below the IBL here. Man, that thing was saved. I don't know why. All right, so the line in the sand right now is going to be your 60.81. If we lose the 88, like I said, we're probably going to the 81. We hit 81 right on the head there. $30 was my original target. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should just take our 30 points. That'd be 30 points. So since we're struggling to get through these 81s, so let's see if we can just get our 30 points out of this. All right, got the 30 points. Watch us lose this 60 and just go straight down. Dang you. Oh well, we just need to take our profit and move on. Wow. Wow, that hour paid. Unfortunately, I couldn't capitalize on that this morning. All right, let's see if we can get a retest of 30 IBH. Kind of looking for the initial balance here. Well, yes, reclaimed the 81. Mm. Man, the yes is probably going to be moving back up. We reclaimed those 81s. I'm gonna look for a retest back into this level here. Then maybe maybe we can get a long going back up to the upside. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if we'll pull back and retest those 45s. I mean, we're struggling to move above this in 21. So the only thing that worries me about, if you are drawing you a bear flag, I'm just scared that we would hit this 45 and stop. So I guess that's 20 points away. I guess. Shit. I didn't realize how far that was. We also got the 50% pullback here. We got the pivot here. So we got a lot of areas up here that we could bounce. Come on, dude. What the? We got back in that so late. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's gonna work. None of my stuff was on, so I had to exit that trade to fix that real quick. May have to take a little less profit. Just not a big fan of this IBL bounce up where we could bounce back up off of that. So that's why I was trying to take profit before that level. Well, good deal. Good deal. I hate that I had to close that. For some reason, none of my ATM strategy was on. I want to see if we get below that IBL here. No, we're finding support. Now, this is a 90% eval, guys, so we are taking like a lot more riskier trades, just so you guys know. Let's see if our IBH is going to hold. There's the first target. We got the full 10 on that target there. $27 will be 15 points. We've got a big old fair value gap here I'm trying to get through. And that's also at that 1 hour fair value gap there too from earlier on the 1 hour chart. There was a lot of, I guess, support there, a lot of volume. Come on, lose the 30. There's your 30 loss. All right, so most of our contracts are taken off there. We started off with 10 contracts. I know. I hate that I didn't get those on my funded accounts this morning, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Just got to take the loss like a man or woman and move on. All right, we're going to shoot for 30 here, at least 10 points out of this if we don't get the full. There'll be another 30-point move here if we hit our target at the 09s, which is the, lows here. You'd think we'd want to clear out this wick. Yeah. I may enter this back again with one more just like 2 contracts or something. Now, I wouldn't. This was no setup here, guys. This is just entering back on 1 or 2 contracts and see if we could take out those previous lows here. We're in the macro. We're at another support level of the 73s. So we're up $300 on this account we're trading, but like I said, it's a fairly new eval. I think total we're up $400 something, which that was mostly come from the day because that was one of those 90% we bought before they ended. This one we just did that one trade earlier that we took for 30 points for 158, but I guess when I took it, I didn't realize I was on 5 micros instead of the 10. If we pull back up and retest this IBH, we may try to add here. So we'll just risk $25, 25 points. So it'd be almost $100 here. Don't want to. I don't really want to risk that much. I didn't realize how much that was going to be. I wish I could have got my stop loss moved a little quicker earlier. Because we possibly could get a 21 EMA pullback here. I'm hoping maybe the first one, because that was the 9 there. We didn't pull down. So this one may have to be your 20 to come back up there and touch your 20 here. And so this would be your second pullback on this leg here. Nope. Another 9 pull. All right, there's that 10. Should we do the whole number? Shoot. We'll shoot for another 30 points. We'll take a little bit more out of that. So if it comes back and stops us out, we'll just look for another little entry there. This way we're just not giving up all the profits on a 20-point move. Might not be able to get the 30-point move this time. It did offer 20, but not quite 30. Wish I was just a little bit more patient this morning, man. There was definitely some nice little opportunities for shorts this morning. A lot of nice 10-point moves. So all right, here comes another. So like I said, if you can't push down, we've touched the 9, so now we'll probably have to have that 21 pullback here. Good morning, Outer. I'm not sure how many more trades we have to push at the moment. You would think we need a pretty big reversal, something to pull back. I want to say Man, I'm just no desire to take this short again, guys. I really want to see a bigger pullback. And I took this short, what, 3 times already? So it still may pay. You know, you just have to take it at your own risk. I mean, it looks like it paid 10 points if you brought the trend line breakout. Let's see if we can get that real 21 yen pullback, because this really wasn't quite there. You want to see it go up and hit the 21, maybe try to push it above it a little bit, then move back down. I'll have to look at the Adam Manzini level to see what the excuse me. So I guess our 5-minute was actually a loser today, guys. Yeah, the 5-minute was a big L today. It's, I want to say 85%. So the only sales, Bulanox did update their little sales, but it's not that great. It's only for one day. You can pick up their 25K for 21 bucks. I was hoping they'd do a little bit more. Still waiting for a better looking pullback than. I'm hoping maybe this is the bottom. Maybe we can start reclaiming some of those upper highs, like the 81s and the 88s again on the ES. There we go. Here comes our 20 here. I think we're moving back up. I mean, that's kind of what I feel. But who knows? I feel like we want to reclaim those 81s back up there, or 78s. There's a lot of resistance up there. But it's so dangerous to kind of get long after we've been just selling off all morning. We've got a big fair value gap up there we can fill back in. Nope. Oof. Man. Reach the 496s. All right, so now we're at the IBH 1.5. I think if we go over and look at the hour chart, the 440s is going to be a possible target. If you look at the 1 hour chart, it was actually a target from last week. Let me see if I can find it here. Where's the hour chart here? Oh, I'm sorry. That was all the way down to the 2140s. Whew, never mind. I was trying to look for a target that we could possibly look for on the ES. I mean, not ES, but your 1 hour. So definitely 420s, 430s. Got some wicks down there on the hour chart that we could run. Or 40s. So it's another 50 points. Definitely very doable. Let's see if we can. So we'll risk some of the profit that we just made on here. We'll just risk 20 bucks and see if we can, in case we get a pullback, maybe create another little bear flag and still look for maybe add to it or something. I don't know why I still show 2 contracts down here. What account were you on here? Come on. Mouse is acting funny here. Well, unfortunately, it's only on the eval today, brother. Unfortunately, my funded accounts was red today, $100. So we're staying pretty strict to our damn, I can't even bring up my freaking I can't get my thing to pop up. So one eval we're at 425 and the other we're at 158. But I tried to take some in that first 30 minutes, and I'm trying to stay super strict to the 10-point loss or win on my funded account. So unfortunately, I was red on my funded account this morning. We were down $100, and then we just had to move on. All right. Another 30-point move. Wow, and 30 points have been banging this morning. Man, I missed out on so much this morning. That was like the third 30-point move that we've gotten so far today. And one 20-pointer. No, I'm sorry, 10, because we got to 20. We came back and got stopped out at 10. I'm sorry. Wow, there's that 40 hit. Whew. We need a good sell-off, guys. We need this, definitely. Man, are we going to lose this 40? God, man. We just lost that 40 support. Here's your 1 hour chart. So this is kind of where we got the 40 off of. We got almost equal lows on your hour chart on wicks here. I want to say that was a data wick from, was that data wick from last Friday? or last week maybe. Not sure. Uh, I'm sorry. That that discount was for Bulanox. I forgot to put the name. For anybody that trades Bulanox. Ooh, did we find the bottom? It's hard to take longs after we've been selling off this much. We got what, 86, got 20. I forgot to put the name of the problem from it. Ooh, do we? I mean, this is set up here. I just don't know if I feel comfortable with it. All longs are kind of iffy now since we've been selling off so much. Hmm. Did most of you guys grab some of that short on the way down? Ooh, it's getting it's I don't know how comfortable I would feel with this trade. I'm not really sure. I don't know if we finally found the bottom because I think that 66, 64 was kind of the low on Manzini levels. I would have. Let me pull his newsletter back up and see what we can find here. I swear he said if 81 fails is where things will start getting interesting. So then you're looking at 68 to 64 below are a back test from last Friday. If we lose 68, that's where we can look for a huge sell-off all the way back down to 60.40. So now we just kind of have to watch 60, 68, which as you can see, we had a failed breakdown that 68, 64 held, and we're getting back above the 68, so we could possibly go back into looking for longs again. All right, so 68 is your I almost feel like if 68 holds, man, we're probably going back to the 81, 78. So I'd like to see us maybe push back down and retest that 68 to kind of confirm that, hey, 68 is going to be the bottom for the day. If you feel comfortable with trading the inversion gap, so basically this was a failed fair value gap, but I didn't really feel comfortable with it. This was a long trigger here. Woo. What time is it? 11:30. We're kind of moving into that man, we're back above that freaking. This is just a I think trade. This is not a setup here. So we could have a big pullback. So this is why I got my first target hit, because we're at your IBL 1.5 here. So you want to see us get through this. I'm hoping we shoot for the 50% pullback back up to 40s. Oh, come on. Maybe I'll just shoot for 20. What am I, 85? So we'll do 20 points. Right below that 50 moving average there. And we're also at that whole number, so probably get a little bit retraction off of there. I could have hit my target, that 508. We filled in that gap. Market likes filling in gaps, guys. So this is why I enjoy having this little indicator where it kind of has all your gaps put on there for you. This way you don't have to think about them. They just put them there for you. So we're at 577 and 158 on these two Bewleys that we've been trading. Just kind of disappointing that we didn't get none of that for our funded account today. I may add to it if we can get a pullback back into our non-EMAs here, or even this pivot. We'll just risk about $20 for this trade because we're just in it for one micro left. But I'm shooting for the 50% retractment. So this is why I have this level up here at the 40s, is because at 43 is your 50% pullback on your Fibonacci there. And we get through that 50%, there's no reason that, man, that 200 moving average up there at the 71s. But we're just going to shoot for a 50% pullback. A lot of times during lunch, you'll get that 50% pullback. And we're in that lunch hour here at 11:30. Dun, 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 dun. And let's see. And that 50% pullback, if you kind of go over here and look at the ES, because I have the same indicator on the ES, your 50% pullback's also at that 81, which is your next major. That was that major second support line that we broke before the pretty big sell-off after we lost 88 this morning. I mean, we're due for a little pullback. Let's see if we're going to get the normal pullback or are we going to get the sell-off after breaking the trend line here. Or what I'd like to see to continue higher is maybe a consolidation period where we consolidate sideways for a few minutes, then get the move higher. It's almost like, did we find the bottom? I almost want to like, I feel like there could be possibly, this could have been the bottom of the day, that 68. Just wait for the pullback and add to it maybe. We're all about 20 points away from our target. We are about to hit a pivot on the ES here at the 78s. So may get some kind of little retractment here. But I'm looking for the ES to make a run to that 80. There's your... All right, so let's see if this is going to be the pullback or if this is going to be the move back down. I wouldn't start getting worried unless we started losing this 20 moving average here. Then I feel like it could just be retracing. Might not get our target up there. We'll just go to break even on this last contract just so we don't lose, you know. I mean, that was still 95, 105, 115. I mean, that was almost a 40-point trade there. I think we were looking for 50. Right now, we're just kind of battling those 78s. Another, if we can hit that 18, that'll be another 10 points. Couldn't get it. Ooh, we're getting that 78. If we get through the 78, definitely 80, 81 is definitely a target. But the ES really needs a pullback, probably back into the 75, 74. Come on. I was trying to get 10 more points out of this. We added one more contract. We will risk a little bit on that just in case we do have to reclaim that 95 there. All right, so let's see what happens if we get that. Well, kind of looking to see if we're going to get that 21 EMA pullback here. A lot of times if we can't move higher, you gotta touch this 21 here. I wanted to give it a little room just in case. So this way we're still in it for 5. So 10, 20, we're still in it for 20 bucks. So not a big deal if it comes back and stops us out. We are at 577. We've been just kind of staying on this one eval here pretty aggressively. So we just continue. As long as they offer possible moves, we'll stay on it. If we could at least got the 20 pullback, it'd have been nice to try to even add another contract here. And just look for these 10-point moves up. I'm thinking we still can. Let's see if I want to see the 21 EMA pullback where we reach back, touch the whole number, then possibly look for the move higher. Nope. All right. Right now we're just kind of getting the 9 EMA bounces. Not really getting that nice 20 touch here. I'm hoping we can hold long enough through this consolidation where we get that big move up. So it needs to reclaim equal lows. Where's equal? I mean, are you talking about just the equal lows down at the 500s? Or the equal low? Oh, down here. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, we do have equal lows all the way back down at the 435s. Might not get our target up there, guys. All right, we're just going to keep this a free trade here. The trend is bearish. We're still going to risk a little bit on this one. We can afford, we can risk 20 bucks on this trade here if it comes back and stops us out. All right, there's your 20 touch. Just lost the 20. All right, so it looks like we're about to lose our. So it looks like we're not going to probably get anything off these two runners we have here. We're right below that 1.5 IBL. The 15 minutes coming for a stop loss. It's okay. We've already taken most of all of our profit out of this, brother. And these are just the two runners that I got left in the game. So I'll see if I can get 10 more points out of it. Right now, my entry with adding kind of, I mean, that'd be a 97. Ooh. Nah, it's good today, man. It's good. We'll hold on to some of these small little stuff like this. Hmm. Oh shoot! Don't know what just happened there. That moved my. Okay, I gotta get out of that. I don't know if I hit market buy on that. I don't understand why didn't I sell that. I'm not really sure what happened. I thought that was supposed to take a target off, but it looks like it actually bought another contract and selling off. So I don't know if I hit the buy button or sell button. I don't know if I selected the wrong one there because once it hit it, it showed me negative. So that's okay. So right now, like I said, we didn't make too much more off that runner. We're up 40, what, 608 total so far on the last couple trades. So pretty good morning for this eval. It was just a crappy with our funded account. So we're $100 in a hole on the funded accounts today. So like I said, just moving forward, it's going to be one trade and done with those accounts and put them away. That way I don't revenge trade them like some of the mistakes I've made in the past. Man, are we going to get the big move back down? We got a long ways back down to the 40s. Ooh, outer, those equal lows down there are looking very tempting, man. If I can get an entry set up, I'm going to take a trade and see if we can get those equal lows down there. But this is going to be on a 90% eval, guys, and we're up $600, so we will risk $100 to see if we can keep adding to it. 81 may be a little bit support. Yeah, we got that pivot sitting here at 81. Man, pretty insane bounce. Uh, This is just a I think trade, guys. This is not really a setup trade. And I'll probably go to break even quick too. Is it going to stop us out? Doesn't look like we're going to get this one. It's hoping maybe for another pivot test. Eh. This one looks like it's going to get back to break even. Nice push higher. We could possibly still get that short down to those equal lows. Hopefully this is just maybe some liquidity push here. Kind of push back up to these previous highs because we had a lot. Had a lot at the 15s. Man. I feel like I still got about $100 that I'm willing to risk. If I can stay above $500, that'll be okay day with me. So is anybody stuck in a long or short from earlier from this big sell-off? You lost one eval today, John. Were you over leveraging? I thought you didn't risk a lot when you trade, or were you already down and you just kind of you up the ante a little bit? Oh my goodness! Oh, excuse me. Oh, you did the old no stop loss. Woo, I don't see how you guys can do the no stop loss, man. I'd be like so like on edge without a stop loss. Woo. I know usually you said you do that most time you try to stick to that 10-point stop loss, either it's a 10-point winner or a 10-point loser. Or is that just funded accounts that you do that on? Excuse me. Trust me, I'd rather be red on my eval than I would my funded account. Oh, that last one was just seeing how low we could go. Bought it from the dip. Man, that 15 is still a wall, guys. So, and basically that 15 kind of lines up with that 78. I feel like we possibly still could push up to those 43s up there at that 50% pullback. Yeah, that's what I usually do too. I hold on to my 90% accounts. Might be all the moves that we could get before the all the moves we can get before lunch hour gets here. Right now we're in 12 o'clock lunch hour, so this is usually the best time for your consolidation period before the breakout in the evening. Man, I feel like if I was able to stay in this, I think we could have probably got our 35 target up there. We should find some resistance at this 22.20 here. We'll give it a few more minutes to move. If not, we'll just take a break and come back for a power hour. Then I'll walk in here like at 2 o'clock and you'll see like this huge like 100-point sell off. That's kind of what some of the days were last week. Excuse me. How many funded Buell Knox accounts do you got, John? Oh, you have them with Apex? I mean, Apex? So just not really anything to do. Yeah, we're about to call it quits too, outer, if nothing happens in the next few minutes. I don't want to sit here for the next hour or two and get FOMO and try to find entries, because that's usually what happens when you sit here. You'll try to make something happen, or you're like, oh, I think it's going to happen, then it just starts wrecking you. Yeah, I know. Good old lunchtime, guys. I haven't really traded lunchtime in a while because there was a while back where I would try to take trades during lunchtimes and it would just wreck me. Doom, doom, doom. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be back for the Power Hour session. Oh, there it goes. Ooh, that's loud. Look at the rejection. All right, guys, we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you guys for watching this morning.